Today we are going to be talking about Apple Maps, Maps Connect. About like Google, they have been doing some name changing. So uh, this is something that it's fixing to be a real thing that everybody's going to have to be concerned about. So I'm going to go through a couple of things about it's Maps Places now. So they've changed it, kind of like Google used GMB or Google My Business used to be um, Google Places years ago, and of course they've iterated that name several times, and Apple's kind of doing the same thing. So they launched Apple Maps in 2012, and it was awful. And they have been, for the last 9 going on 10 years, really fixing this. And they've done a pretty good job of it, to be honest with you. So let me tell you what the new thing is, and you got to remember this. There are 1 billion people using Apple Maps. So 50% plus of the U.S. and Canadian population is using Apple Maps. So this is a thing, and they are now. I think I've done some podcasting and some videos on this a few months ago about where they are going to start doing reviews. Well, it's here, it's live, and it's in most of the markets that I deal with, as I'm seeing. So we're going to take one of my guys over in the Hattiesburg area, and we're going to take a look at what's going on here. So this is Matlock Roofing, and Matlock's been around for a good while. He's got a good reputation, and so let me show you what's going on here. So when you're using Apple Maps, it's going to give you see this, rate this place. Okay, well that used to not be there. Then probably in the iOS 15 is when this came live. I've been watching for it for the last several months. But what you need to, and if you've got a good many Google reviews, you would do yourself a favor to get you some of these. So you want to get your people to either do it in front of you or either send them this link. So let's click on rate this place, and you'll see that it's pretty simple. Right now it's a thumbs up, thumbs down, and for overall, and you're going to get a couple of attributes, and in different markets there might be more attributes than just customer service and services offered. So we're going to do a thumbs up because that's what we want, and it's going to give you the opportunity to add a photo just like Google does. And then it's pretty simple. You click done and it's over. It's going to recycle and it's going to refresh. Now there's a couple of more things about this that are interesting. Right now Apple is using, for the most part, Yelp, but they use some other third-party sites to aggregate reviews, but for the most part it's Yelp. So if you've got, say, some negative reviews on Yelp, this is your opportunity to get rid of those. So there are a couple of little tricky things in here though. So one is that if the client has not visited your office, or if you're a service area business, and I've got a couple that are service area businesses, these new Apple Map reviews might not show up. That is yet to really be known. It's so new. That's something that's kind of in their documents, that they're saying that you must visit the location. They may not push that on service businesses like roofing and plumbing and HVAC, things like that, because it's fairly rare for somebody to actually come to your office. So we'll see about that, but you still need to get these, especially anybody that has been to your office, comes to your office, if they engage you in any way, because Google knows if your phone has been in that location, and that we'll see about that one. But this will give you the opportunity to get rid of some negative Yelp reviews, and people so many times they'll go to Yelp and that's where they'll gripe. So Yelp reviews are not a big thing. It's not a big thing to fear if you've got a negative reputation there. I wouldn't be concerned about it, but you can put it in the ground with this one. So what you want to do is, it's not as built out and robust as Google yet, but they are coming with some real changes in the dashboard pretty soon. So you'll see this three dot menu up here to the upper right by directions. You want to click share, and you want to copy that URL or that link so you can share that with your clients. So that's how you're going to get them to your location. So go ahead and query yourself, and I would absolutely give myself a thumbs up while I'm there if you're on an iPhone. And that way you can get this link, keep that link in your notes or wherever it's easy for you to get to. And that way, every time that you engage a client, and especially if they come to your office, and you can ask them if they've got an iPhone. And this is not going to be a thing for anybody that's got Android. It's just not going to be a thing. That is one way you don't have to be concerned about spam reviews and things like that, because you got to have an Apple ID to do this, and you have to have an Apple device. You can do it with a Mac desktop, but it does require Apple products to do this. So, this is one thing. If you've got questions about this, get in touch with me. I know this was a fairly quick video about this, but it is extremely important that you get you a handful of these things. So get in touch with us, anybody on my team, and we can go through. This is going to make a splash in the future, so get ready for it. I've been trying to let everybody know, but yeah, get ready for this one. It's going to make a difference.